So I'm going to talk to you real quick about errors because you're going to run into errors very quickly. I just pulled up the Hello World program that we just wrote and ran, and I want to show you something called a syntax error. You're gonna see or learn real quick that Java is very picky about many things. For instance, point your attention to that curly brace, which is an open curly brace, and then this is a closed curly brace. So I'm going to delete this closed curly brace here. And as you see, when I click off of there, you see, oh, I have an error. So red means you have an error. Also, you see red up here. All right, let's go ahead and press compile. We press compile, and all it says is reached end of file while parsing. So that's not very helpful. So if you get a syntax error, what you should do is you should check a few things. Check to see if you have an open and a closed curly brace. Here's an open one. There's its matching closed one right there. Here's another one that's real common. You see that semicolon at the end of the line? I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to press compile. Now look down here. It says errors found in class. Press Control K or click link on right to go to next error. And this one actually is helpful. It's saying, hey, I'm expecting a semicolon here. So let's put in a semicolon. And press compile. And it says no syntax errors down in the bottom here. So that's a good sign. So lastly, another thing that can happen is let's say you spell something wrong, like this, like public. So let's press compile, and it's saying identifier expected. Well, since you're kind of new at this, you probably don't know what an identifier is yet, and that's okay. But double check your spelling, and let's correct that real quick, and then press compile. So when you first start learning with Java, I think the very first thing that can be really frustrating is the fact that your syntax errors can be really frustrating. So keep pressing compile, type one line in, and then press compile and see if you have any errors. Probably one of the worst things you can do is just type many lines of code and then press compile and find out you have an error on the second line of code that you typed out. So press compile often, fix your mistakes. The more you do it, the more you get practice at, and you'll get better at recognizing what mistakes are what and how to fix them.